Well, hello again, everybody. It's Steven. It's the beginning of week 11. I had a pretty good week again. I've been doing a really good job of, getting myself to the gym. The fact that I've now got the black card at the gym and I can go and get a little bit of tanning is a little bit of motivation to get in there and get some sun on my skin in addition to working out. So that has been working out for me. My eating still needs to get better. I've come to a realization this week, and it might take a little bit longer this week than I have in weeks past. And, this medicine, this GLP-1, it works. If you take it, especially if you've got, if you're very obese or you've got a lot, 30, 40, 50 pounds or more to lose, you're going to lose quickly. I fortunately was in, pretty good shape when I started. I was, obviously heavy enough to get on the medication, and I still need it, I think, to help me get down. But what I've realized is that my goals are not really related to, getting down to a certain number. My goals are really related to, becoming healthier, to have a lifestyle that works. And I opened up my cabinets, and I'm going to send a picture of this, superimposed on this video, of my pantry. And all it was box after box after box after, bag after can of just trash. And, the medicine, it kind of suppresses your appetite. That's how you start losing the weight. But, at some point I want to get off of this, obviously, and I want to then be able to sustain that new healthier weight, new healthier body for an extended period of time. And if I'm going to be going back and eating that same kind of sugary junk in a box, it's not going to last long. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time. First of all, I'm going to go through all that, and I'm going to throw all of it out. And I'm going to start looking at some meal planning for me that doesn't involve things in a box, that's much more fresh. I know that's expensive to do, but, I'm over 50 years old now. I've got to start taking better care of myself. And what I've come to realize 5 years ago, I quit smoking. It was very difficult, but it's been now 5 years since I've had a cigarette. I'm more hooked on junk food than I ever was on cigarettes. That little box of cigarettes is no different than that box of Cheez-Its or that box of cereal. It's the same thing. Cigarettes are gonna kill you from cancer and high blood pressure. The rest of this, all this food, all this sugar, all this junk that we're eating is gonna give us fatty liver. It's gonna destroy our organs. It's gonna kill us just as quick. So I'm getting that out of my life. Just like I quit cigarettes, I'm gonna quit that. So that's kind of my learnings after 10 weeks of doing this. I'm still, very encouraged about where I am, but I realize now that if I want to be this way and meet my goals, and then the goal is really not just to get to a number, but to maintain. That's my next step. That's the lifestyle change that I need. And I'm so glad I've got the help of the folks at Lifestyle Health Solutions that walk me through that journey together. So I'm going to jump on the scale here real quick. Again, this is longer than I usually do, but hey, we'll see what's going on this week. Don't have, huge hopes that I'm going to be losing a bunch of weight this week, but I have been, I think, cannibalizing some fat for some muscle. So 193, so I'm down a pound. I'll take it. Again, I feel like I'm doing so much better in the gym that, I'm starting to, see some differences. But anyway, again, thanks for indulging me in this little journey this week. I really hope to see you on yours. Take care and talk soon.